This is Lydia, one of the tutors with Project Read here on April 9th, and she is going to walk us through like a beginner's lesson to Zoom, and we'll be answering questions afterwards. So thank you, Lydia.
Yeah, no problem. So let me just share a presentation that I made real fast. So can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So this is my presentation on how to use Zoom. And I guess the first thing is how to start a meeting. And so I highly recommend everyone download the Zoom application. And then below here, you can start a new meeting and then invite people right away. And that link will be sent through email. Like you can choose which email to send it through, or you can schedule a meeting as well, which is what I did today. So you can change your title of the meeting and change the time, and then send it, and then copy and paste that link as well. So any questions so far on how to start or schedule a meeting?
Yes. How did you get to the schedule a meeting? Is that the second? I'm sorry, the print's too small. Is it the one that's highlighted right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, when you open the application, it will say new meeting. You can join a meeting, schedule, or share a screen. You just click schedule and then choose the date and the time that you want it to be, and then just send it. And then you should be getting a link like this. And then you just click the join Zoom meeting, and it'll automatically start the meeting for you. So that's something that you'll probably get in your email when you start the meeting, and then you can just copy and paste this and send it to whoever you want to start the meeting with. So yeah.
So does the person who sets up the meeting, is she the one who needs the password or not?
So no, the person that starts the meeting doesn't need a password, and people who click that link normally don't need a password either.
Okay.
That password is just in case another person was trying to access your meeting that you didn't want to invite. So normally you can just click the link and join.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, and then this is kind of what you'll see when you start the meeting. Below here, you'll see the mic, the camera, and so you want to make sure those are both on, because sometimes the Zoom application, it'll default to mute. So make sure you have those on if you're going to start your meeting. And then one important part about Zoom is that you can actually share your whiteboard by clicking share screen, this little arrow right here. And then all these options will come up, and then you can click whiteboard and then share whiteboard, and you can actually type on there, and I'll show you that in 1 second. And then when you click manage participants, you'll see everyone listed right on the corner here as well. Yeah, and then also if you start your video and you click that little caret, you can actually choose a virtual background, which is the background I have right now. You can choose it to whatever background that they give you, and you can also import your own pictures and make your own background if you want. If you don't want people to see like your room or anything like that, it's a good privacy way to kind of keep your home or whatever hidden. So yeah, that's kind of all I have. It's really short. Sorry, I don't know if there are any questions or anything that I can cover.
Could you cover the different ways that if like other security measures? I think that there's some other things that you could do to keep only your particular invitees in there.
Yeah, so that's like the password thing that I told you about too. You can make it so whoever enters has to enter a password, and you can do that, I believe, in your preferences, in your settings. You can change it to a specific password that each person would have to enter to go in. I know the university does recommend that, because a lot of the times before, there are people like students in classrooms that weren't supposed to be there that would just enter because they had the link or whatnot. So yeah, you can do that through the Zoom preferences as well.
and there's a waiting room, right?
Yes, and there's a waiting room. You can do breakout rooms if you're the host. You can break people up into different rooms so they can
That's
do
one
their
of the
own
things
thing.
I'd like to know about.
Mhm.
How do you do that?
So you click, so the host, I believe the host is the only one that can do that. So on the bottom of my screen, there will be something called breakout rooms. And then a screen will pop up.
Okay, now that's not on the bottom of my screen because I'm not the host. Is that correct?
So only the host, whoever starts the meeting and schedules the meeting, can do that. And then you can assign however many participants to however many rooms.
Okay.
You can definitely do this, try it out yourself. Like you can go into the Zoom, open Zoom and do a new meeting and it'll just be you. So you can test it out to see if it works because I've done that a bunch of times to test out.
That was
if it'll
actually
work.
my question. So I just start a new meeting and then play around with it there?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
start a new meeting and play around whatever you want and then invite people after. You can just exit the meeting. So
Okay.
I'm co-teaching with somebody
mhm.
and we've been using the whiteboard and
Mhm.
want to share the whiteboard.
Mhm.
And he can't figure out how to make it share. Whenever I try to use it, it says that the host has closed me out. Do you know how to, so that I can write on it, not just see it?
Okay, yeah. I see what you mean. I believe he can make you a co-host so you guys can both use the whiteboard. I don't know if he's made you a co-host.
No, he has not.
So I would recommend trying that.
Okay.
Because that hopefully will work as well. And let me just go into the whiteboard right now. So yeah, this is the whiteboard.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the whiteboard since we were talking about that real quickly. But yeah, I would recommend he make you a co-host. So, because a co-host can do the same things a host can. So,
Okay.
And can you try to make Christy a co-host so
Yeah.
she can see what it looks like?
yes,
Good
I
idea.
can try to make her a co-host.
She'll probably fall into the black hole of my computer and never be seen again.
Okay, I made you a co-host. So let's see if it works.
Okay.
If you can.
Oh, do you see me? I see me. Okay, I'm going to click on whiteboard. Is that what I do?
Yeah, share screen and then whiteboard.
Ah, can you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Very nice squiggle.
Yes.
No, it's a
There's
person.
the face.
Oh
Okay.
wow. Yeah.
All right. So all you did was make me a co-host, and where did you do that at?
So if you stop sharing your screen, I can.
No, I love sharing the screen. I
Oh,
can't.
no.
Oh,
She
there we
won't
go.
relinquish control.
Yes, I'm a control
Yeah.
freak.
So if you go onto the right hand side, it shows all the participants,
Uh-huh.
and then you click on I think it was the little 3 dot icon, and then you can actually make people co-hosts and hosts and everything like that. And you can put people in waiting rooms. You can remove them. You can rename them. Do you see that?
Okay. How do I? Oh, there. Now, do you have your screen back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So
then,
I just did the X on the whiteboard. That's all I have to do to close out of it, huh?
Yeah.
Can you do a split screen on this so that you could have like a whiteboard where you could write, but maybe have a photo or something on the other part? Like, I don't know how to do your PowerPoint. How did you do your PowerPoint?
I
Yeah, I had that question too.
I screen shared my PowerPoint. So I have a PowerPoint open on my laptop, like the application itself. And then on
Okay.
Zoom, if you click screen share, it'll give you options of what you can share. You can share your desktop, you can share your whiteboard.
I heard you needed multiple screens to do that. You don't. You just need your one from your computer.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
hmm
And then, so you clicked on your PowerPoint, and then you clicked in and out of it, but can you have the PowerPoint on part of it and then the whiteboard on part of it?
I've actually never tried that before. I did hear that for that to happen, you do need multiple monitors. If you want to share multiple screens like that, you need multiple monitors. So
Okay.
yeah, I've never actually tried to share a PowerPoint and a whiteboard before.
Because one of the things we find is we're talking about things and somebody will say something, and
Mm-hmm.
because of their accent, nobody can understand it. So then we want to type it so they can see the word.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. If
But you, oh, go ahead.
oh no, I was gonna say like if you wanted to show both, then maybe you could share the PowerPoint to them, like send it, and then they could have it open while you're teaching on the whiteboard, and they can see both at the same time. That would be a good way.
Okay.
So that they
We'll
would
try that.
actually have the PowerPoint too, so they could reference it whenever they want to. So that's
Okay. Thank you.
Is there a closed captioning that goes along with Zoom? We talked about that earlier. You know, if the tutor or learner is reading something and then could follow along with the closed captioning too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on the I don't. Do you guys have it on your screen? I'm sorry, I get so confused. Do you have the closed caption option or no?
Where is it supposed to be, along the bottom?
Yeah.
Or where?
Along the bottom, because as a host, mine is a little different than everyone else's.
I don't think that we do. I don't see one on mine.
I don't see one either.
But
Okay,
there's a chat board if you want to type it, right?
Yeah. Also,
There's a chat board.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on Teams earlier, and it did a really good job of closed captioning exactly what was being
Really?
said. Yeah.
So
a
the
real
host
good
has
job.
to set up closed captioning.
yeah. So
Did you set them up?
I have closed captioning right here. But I can
nice.
also use a third-party captioning as well. So let me just.
Now
Oh,
it's there.
now it
Can
popped
you
up
see?
for us. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can also do closed caption, or you can also chat, depending on what you guys prefer.
So that the host has that choice?
Everyone should have the ability to chat. You can chat privately with
Right.
people.
No, I meant the closed caption, excuse me.
Yeah. The closed captioning the host only has.
And right now it just says closed caption is available. So can you show us how it works or not? You
Yeah,
can see that now.
Now,
can you see it? Oh, okay.
What did you do, Lydia?
I did the same thing. I don't know. I just made the subtitles bigger. I don't know if it was missed before. I just went into my settings and
But
I
like
just
right now,
made the
we're
size.
not seeing a subtitle.
Oh, I think it goes away after a little bit. Do you want me to? I'll open up.
Okay. So it's more of a typing to the group. It doesn't just translate your audio into subtitles.
Yeah, there is a third party token that you could use. It says.
Okay.
But I think that's something a little bit more complicated where you have to import it from your clipboard on your computer. Because it did give me the option of me being someone who types the subtitles or me giving someone the control to type the subtitles. So I don't think it's something where you just talk and then it'll come up. So someone would have to type what they're saying.
Excuse me, this morning when we were having our meeting, there is something, but I couldn't tell you what I clicked on, but it wasn't automatic.
It wasn't.
It was.
Oh, it was.
Yes. Yeah.
Was it on Zoom as well?
It was Zoom. Oh, no, it was Teams.
Mm,
Oh, shoot. That's why.
That was slick, right?
yeah. So I would have to probably look into that a
What
little
it looks
bit
like
more.
is that there's a third party that will do the service, and I'm sure it's a fee-based probably.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there is something that could do that as well. But I do think it might be something you have to import or download again to make it compatible with Zoom.
Lydia, so Project Read might get a license for Zoom.
Okay.
From our standpoint, could we set up a meeting between a tutor and a learner
Mm-hmm.
and either just let them attend it themselves, or could we, join it and, leave and turn it over to them
Yeah.
then and have it still go? It wouldn't end.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you click end meeting, it'll say you can either end it for all or you can give it to another host. You can make another host.
But you do have to choose another host.
Yeah,
when
or
you're-
else, and that is for someone who is the host.
Right.
So if I
Okay.
leave, I have the option of ending for all, or I can just leave and hand it over to someone else, so you guys can keep doing the meeting. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
hmm I always think it's better to just have the host as like the either the learner or the tutor. And so if you want to go and then have the invite be sent to you, and then you can just leave and enter whenever you feel like it, Tony.
Oh,
That's
sure.
like probably
Sure.
easier.
Without
Yeah.
having to pass. And
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah. Oh, and then I can show you how to do the virtual background if you guys want. If you go to the video icon, there's a little caret, and then you choose virtual background. And then it can give you a bunch of other options.
Okay.
But it says choose virtual background and it says none.
Yeah, and then if it's none, then you don't get any background. Sometimes it depends on like the computer. It won't let you choose a virtual background because your camera or you need a green screen. But yeah, it works.
Okay.
So.
Mine's funky. like
Is
it.
any of you using a microphone other than the computer?
Well, I had my headphones in. I used the microphone on there before
So you have headphones on?
Oh, I had them on, but I was doing the screen
I'm
recording
hearing
thing.
you just fine, but I have read that they recommend using a
Mhm.
microphone or headphones so you don't get feedback. I don't hear feedback. Does anybody else?
No.
No. I've noticed in a classroom that I've been in too, Christy, that you know those will eliminate background noise with the headphones, especially.
Okay.
If you have people, walking in the background or whatever.
Yeah, because I have my family in the background, and you don't really see them. It's because I did the
They're
background
behind the
thing.
bridge?
Yeah.
They're on the bridge.
But can you hear them?
Wave.
Can you hear them? I'm not sure
On
if you can hear
Alcatraz,
them.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I don't know. Is there anything else, Tony or Joanne, that you want to go through?
If you have somebody go into like a little breakout room,
Mm-hmm.
can you talk about that? Because if there's a small group
Mm-hmm.
and that would be maybe a great thing if two people need to talk.
Okay, yeah. Do you
How
want
do
me
you
to
do
try and do the breakout room for you guys right now?
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll do 2 rooms.
Tony, what is that behind you? Are you on another planet or is that in your house?
Both. It's kind of melded them together, I think,
Oh.
because the door is open. It must not do the depth projection.
Yeah, because I can see the door, but it's
Right. It's like an outline.
well,
Yeah.
it's got stars on it like your background does.
Right.
And
That's a continuation of it.
Tony, your raccoon looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, I do like that. How
That's
he's
a raccoon?
out there.
I thought it was a pig.
Definitely a raccoon.
Okay,
Get
I'm
him
gonna.
back in.
Okay.
Ah,
There
I
you
got
go.
it.
I'm going to send you guys to the breakout rooms now. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, great. So this gives us a pop-up to whether we want to join.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
nice.
You want us to join?
Yeah. Click
Okay.
all
join.
of us?
Yep.
Have more than one.
Hello.
Hi, Olivia. Does it have more than one camera listed?
Well, it says select a camera. The first one is integrated webcam, which is chosen.
Uh-huh.
And then there's video settings and
Oh, and if you click on ask for help, it says you can invite the host to this breakout room for assistance.
Yes. Hello, I joined your guys'
Ask for
room.
help. Joanne, where's the ask for help?
It's on the bottom of the black screen, along with share screen and chat, record, closed caption. Ask for help is next.
Okay. None of that stuff's on the bottom of my screen anymore. Mine just has mute. Maybe if I expand it.
Oh, maybe it's because
Okay.
I'm in your room. Is that why?
Okay. Okay.
We were just trying to figure out how we get back and.
I can I close all. I can close all of your rooms.
Okay.
But we can leave it individually, and that will return us to you.
I get the choice of jumping between rooms because I'm the host.
Okay, well, we have a button that says leave breakout room. So if we had
Yeah.
hit that,
You can leave the breakout room.
We're back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Where's Christy?
hello.
We're back.
Okay.
I slammed the door. I don't know if you heard me.
No. But yeah, so that's how the breakout rooms work. Me as a host, I can jump between rooms and I can assign people rooms, and I have that all recorded on the screen so you could see that.
neat.
Yeah, so I can assign people. I can move people to different rooms too. So
I saw that you could send a message as well. So
Yeah.
those are neat features.
And so
Anything?
as far as using additional documents, all we need to do is create it in whatever, if I want a spreadsheet, I bring the put the spreadsheet on the computer and then flash back and forth to it like you did with the PowerPoint.
Yeah, so you would just press the share screen. You could share your screen.
Okay, and then I have to go to the screen where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it should give you options of all the different applications that you would have. If you have Excel open and your internet browser and
Okay.
Zoom's whiteboard, you can choose from between them.
Well, for example, in the class we had the other day, we were talking about birds. And we wanted to find pictures of birds, while we were talking about them. And people were just looking it up on their phone. But it seemed like we should have been able to just go to the internet and do that. How would we do that, Lydia?
It's like the same concept of sharing your screen. So you just go into your web browser, you would look for a picture of birds, come back to the Zoom application, click share screen, and click that desktop.
But that shared screen is only the host who has it, right? That's his screen.
No, anyone can have it. Everyone has it. Everyone has a share screen option.
Okay. Is it all right if I try it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, do something else while I'm doing this, so pressure's not on.
Okay. Am I missing something, Tony?
Maybe just a quick reminder about etiquette, even though it seems
Right.
kind of like common sense. You can address it if you want.
Yeah, so I guess a couple of things about that is make sure you have appropriate attire, just like the normal attire that you would do wear if you go tutoring in person. And then another thing would be background. So I think that's something that I've seen a lot on like social media is like when students have meetings or they're in classrooms, their background, they'll be in like the bathroom or something like that. And then they'll like go to the bathroom, but they don't know that they're like actually being recorded or something like that. So I think it's really important that your background is appropriate. And if you don't want to show your background, like there's other people behind you or your family members or your friends or something behind you to choose like a virtual background like I'm doing right now. I have my family back there walking around and doing stuff, but you can't see because I have my virtual background. So yeah.
Can I try the share screen now for just a sec?
Yeah.
All right. So I am. All I get from the my browser is the Zoom meeting.
You can click another tab.
Another tab,
Yeah, just
like
open it.
Whiteboard.
So you can click so click the Zoom, click that browser
Okay.
so we can see.
Well, I'm sorry. I pulled up I hit split share screen,
Mhm.
and so I see you, Lydia.
Mhm.
I see me. I see the whiteboard, and then I see the launch meeting Zoom screen.
So why don't you click the launch meeting Zoom screen?
I've hit it a couple of times and nothing happened. Should I hit the advance button? Portion of screen.
It should work.
I just clicked on it and it says host disabled attendee screen sharing. So
There we go.
Oh, now it's working.
great.
Okay. What are you seeing?
So I'm seeing your Zoom.
Yeah, but I want you to. Oh, okay. So let me see. Now, do you see the bird?
Yeah.
Okay, but so I don't know what that is. Do you want to know what that bird is? I don't know what it is. Okay, so what's this green frame? Do you know? Do you see that green frame?
So
No.
that green frame is indicating that you're sharing your screen.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So then I just hit stop share and you won't see it any
Yeah.
further? Okay. Thank you.
And Joanne brought up a good point. So when you are the host and you have to kind of allow people to share their screen as well, you have that control. So if you click on the little caret button again, advanced sharing options, you can give the option of who can share and who can't. So if someone says they can't share their screen, that's a good thing to also notice, because it defaults to the host can only share the screen. So
Sure.
Mhm.
And it looks like, well, is it only the host who can mute other people or cancel people's videos?
yeah,
Don't say
so
it.
Because we can break out and see the participants on the side. We can
Mhm.
see, like right now, Aida has her own mic muted, but then that's a good feature for the host to be able to do.
yeah, so I can do that as well, but I can unmute all of you guys, and then I can play your videos, but it won't automatically play. So don't worry about that. If I ask to unmute you, it'll pop up saying like the host asks if they can unmute your video, and you can say no. So it's not going to automatically play your video. So don't worry about the privacy about that, because I know it like freaks some people out, but it'll just say you can say no. So
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
And then you guys, like the participants, can raise their hands too. If you say raise hand, I can see that you raised your hand. That's another cool thing. So if you're, yeah, Joanne just clapped.
Where's the raised hand?
There we go. Can you see it in the upper left? I see it in the upper left corner of
It's under
her.
you hit the
Yeah.
reactions button.
Reactions. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see the raise hand though.
It should be on the right hand side. It should give you the option of raising your hand if you look in your participants list, right?
Or you
Yeah.
could do
Yeah.
a thumbs up too.
Mhm.
I see.
I see
Okay.
you guys.
Yeah.
I see you guys have it, but nothing's coming up for me.
Do you see the reactions button?
Yeah, I'm clicking it.
And now hit one of those.
Just one of those thumbs up is our clap.
Either one. One's a hand and
There you
one's
go.
a thumb.
There we
There.
go.
There you go.
Yep.
Now you've
Okay.
raised your hand. Or is that an applause sign?
That's an
Looks like-
applause sign.
It looks like an applause sign. It's
Oh,
got movement on it.
Yeah. So on the,
Joanne, where did you find that button?
It was in the participants
Mhm.
list, and if you look down at the bottom, you can either mute yourself or you can raise and lower your hand. So I will lower my hand right now.
Oh, I don't see that. I've got mute, start video.
Oh, I see it. It brought up a screen on the right with participants and who's got their
Yeah.
hand raised and who doesn't. Okay.
Right.
yeah, and then the host can also lower all of the hands. So. Just saying. But
No
yeah,
questions today.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I see lower all hands, but where is it to raise one's hand?
Oh, maybe it's because you're co-host. Then.
Yeah, so so I can actually I can withdraw your co-host. So you can try raising your hand now. On the bottom, does it
Oh,
say?
there I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no
All right.
problem.
Lydia, could you show everybody how to, and I don't know if one of us has to leave to come in, but if somebody is in the waiting room. So
Oh, yeah.
let's say you have to give somebody the okay to join. Should we try that?
So
Or is it once you have the link, you're in no matter what?
So I know once you have the link, you're in no matter what. But I did enable the waiting room.
Okay. So should I go out and click on the link and see if I go into a waiting room?
Yeah.
Okay,
Can you try that?
I'll try that.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I should just like X out of the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah. You just click.
Okay. Hi.
So are we going to talk about anything else or
Um,
any experiences?
So I just saw on the participants list. I don't know if you guys can see on the right hand side. It says one waiting, Joanne Murray. I can either remove her or admit her. I'm assuming that
I
I'm the
don't
host, so I can see that.
I
Yeah.
don't see
We
it.
can.
Yeah. So I admitted her.
Hi.
Hi, Joanne. I admitted you.
All right.
Hey,
She's back.
Joanne, I liked your sound
Yeah.
effects.
Was that a doorbell?
We
Yeah.
heard we heard a knock, and then we heard the door slam when you left.
Did you really?
No.
It's funny.
Yeah.
And then, so there's the waiting room, and then somewhere on, I think down on the lower rim there with all the different things you can click on, the bar. And it might be that you are the only one who can see this. Can you see, let's see, it was how to lock it. So you don't want anybody else to join, and you can lock the meeting.
Yes. On the bottom right hand side under participants, there's a more option, and then I can lock the meeting so no one else can join.
We can see it up in the bar on the top left.
Yeah,
too.
that
Or
I
can.
locked it.
Oh, that there's a
I
little
unlocked
lock?
it.
Or no?
Yep.
So
Lock it again. Will you lock it again for a minute, Lydia?
I locked it.
And now that says Zoom meeting locked, so we all know that.
Where do you see that?
Upper left-hand corner, above the gallery.
It's a little green lock.
Oh, okay. I see up at the very top where it has the Zoom meeting ID that says meeting locked. Yeah, great, thank
And
you.
then when she unlocked it, it said it went just back to Zoom like that.
Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yeah, that would be a good option too if you don't want to do like the password encryption part of that. You can just lock the meeting so no one else can join. That's another option. So yeah, any other questions?
I'm sure we'll have a bunch, but we don't know them yet. Can we have your phone number? Oh, just kidding. No, this was very helpful. Thank you, Lydia.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lydia.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, I'm giving you applause
Oh,
now.
thank you so much.
Yeah, okay.